Yo, my people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back here for the Mandem talk. You know what I'm saying to you? England in the final. Do you know what I'm saying to you? We got transfers. The club moving different. Like, it's a good feeling right now, man. I can't lie to you guys. Bare positive vibes today. You know what I'm there. So we're here. Mandem talk. You know what I'm saying to you, a day later, but we're here regardless. With the Mandem here. We got Rhino in the building. Rhino, what are you saying, broski?
Yeah, man. We're there, man. It's just good to see, we're making the relevant steps. So, yeah, we've definitely got a lot to talk about, man. There's some, the here he goes and all of that, at such an early stage of the transfer window as well. So, yeah, man, there's a lot to talk about, man. But you guys make sure you smash the likes, man. Big up the Mandem as always, man.
Come on, man. Come on. We got man like Leon in the building. What you saying, Leon, man? Everything blessed in the building?
Yeah, midday, man. It's coming home, innit? It's coming home, mate. It's coming home. I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Always blessed to be on here, man. Big up Rance, big up Rhino, big up Saeed. I think, don't know, man. Are we going to get into the Euros at some point as well?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
100%, man.
It's been a weird tournament, man, because we haven't really played well. It's the last two tournaments, yeah. It's like everything's gone in our favor, innit? So I'm not trying to be like, we are in the final, but I've never seen a run like this where everything, like we played every game at Wembley in the last tournament. And then this one, we don't really play that well. I mean, yesterday, if he picks the wrong midfield, then we're out, in my opinion. So it's a weird one. We're in a final, innit? But I don't know, man. It's like I put in a group chat yesterday. It's like people will look at the results, but I can't help but look at how we get to the results. But we'll get into that anyway. But big on the Mandem.
Yeah. Big up, man, always, man. And Rance, always in the building. Just finished off a show on his channel. Make sure you check it out, man. Road to 100K coming. What you saying, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm relaxed. You know what I'm saying? What can I say, bro? Nah, I mean, this year could be interesting. Could be interesting, bro.
Facts, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, listen, you know what's mad? You talk about the Euros earlier, man. We got to gas up our boy, man. Kobbie Mainoo, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We got to give this guy his flowers, man, because, brother, the academy, you know what I mean? It never fails to deliver, I thought to myself, yo, where's the academy going, man? I was a bit, Do you know what I mean? Like, I was a bit kind of like let down by the academy of late. But now, I can't lie, we produce a talent, bro, in this Kobbie Mainoo, man. Like, you know what it is, yeah? When you get a cultured footballer, this brother's a cultured footballer. And this is what pisses me off about, like, Man City just keep producing these folders. Even this Rico Lewis, these men are just like, the culture, they can play in any system. And Guardiola has them playing, like, from, like, I think it was the last year where they won, like, from under 13s or something all the way to the top. I think they won every single competition. Because them man play the same way. And it's like, they're all technical. They're all, like, you know what I mean? And now, to see that we've got a midfielder, because let's be honest, man, we've had midfielders in the past, but, like, They've just never been it, bro. I remember this guy called Galbraith. Is it called Galbraith?
Yeah,
He was the baller, but yeah, he never got in. And I was like, bro. And then I keep hearing about this Kobbie Mainoo. I was like, okay, say no more. And to be England's best player right now, let's be honest, there ain't no better player than Kobbie Mainoo in that team.
Foden, arguably, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, Kobbie
Not
Mainoo
even.
is the glue. Is the
You
glue.
don't think Rance? You don't think Foden's been better?
Not this tournament, no.
I hear you.
No.
Because consistently, Kobbie has been pretty flawless, to be fair. So yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it is about Kobbie as well. And obviously taking the Man United bias out of it. I think he's pivotal to how England play in terms of his
100%.
profile. Do you know what I mean? Like, you get me? The way he kind of glues the midfield and certain attributes he has. There's no other person in that team that does certain things that he does. So, yeah, I think that's definitely key as well still.
Yeah,
I feel like fucking hell. I mean, when you watch Bellingham and you actually watch him, it's mad.
But I'm just saying he's a donkey, man. Let's
It's
listen.
crazy. Like, you know,
Listen, let's just get straight to the nitty gritty, man. Let's go,
do
man.
your things, and I get it. But I feel
Let's
like
go, man.
the first, it is mad. Me, yeah, I will never change. Yeah, I'll never watch a 90 minutes of football like what Kobbie did off the ball, on the ball yesterday. The way he covers up for Rice and Bellingham, which a lot of people will not talk about. I feel like we're doing this Pogba thing all over again, man. Where man just unappreciate what ballers doing it, and it's like, bro, Bellingham's first touch, and bro, you can score an overhead kick, but oh my god, sometimes it's just.
Bro,
Yeah,
even
man.
The overhead kick was dopey, bro. Like, you know what it is, yeah. He just
it was a good
bro,
goal.
he's just a dopey youth, bro. Like, bro, I swear down, yeah, brother. The euphoria of the overhead kick gas, man, bro. Man had one hand on the ground and that, bro. It was dead, bro. Like, it was a
man.
bro, it was dead,
breakdance
man.
move. I said a breakdance move.
Now give him the credit of the goal, but the overall game is still
bro,
shit.
this spread down a Chris Brown.
It was a clean.
That's
It was a
what
clean
was.
one.
Hey, man said he had one hand on the ground. Nah, I don't think
don't
that's
do that,
funny.
man.
Oh, bro, I swear, watch it again. You know what it is?
Stabilizes and that. You know the back
Bro,
stabilizes and
You know
that.
what it is, yeah?
That's
The
funny.
euphoria of the goal gassed everyone. Watch it back. It was a clunky one as well, bro.
I said break dance, you know.
Bro, it wasn't a Gareth Bale CR7 like both feet in the air scissors thing.
I hear that.
bro.
I hear that.
It was up one hand on the ground, like, do you get me? Spin a Rooney Booker T overhead kick, bro. It was
I
dead,
said
man.
Eddie from Tekken set.
Oh, man, need to allow it, bro. Like, bro, I swear down, like, everyone, yeah, you know, it was the euphoria and the timing of when it happened, but watch it now with no emotion. It's dead, like.
But that's what makes some goals beautiful, though.
Garnacho's was way better. Like, it was. Garnacho's one was a proper, like, the balls come across.
When it comes to the other side.
This one came off a header. The ball was up in the air and that, you know what I mean? He had enough time to adjust his body and that. It was all like mad overhyped. The overhead kick was basic, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, this is what man need to understand, yeah. Jude has been shit, bro. And the same with Xavi Simons, Great goal. He was rubbish, bro. Man need to start separating, moments from the player. That's what people need to start doing, Moments don't make the player. Moments do not make the player, because there's loads of dead ballers, that have amazing moments in their career. True. There's loads of dead ballers that have amazing moments. If we're doing moments, bro, we'll go and get an Andros Townsend highlight reel right now.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, it's mad. It is mad.
Go get one right now. Go get me a Damari Gray highlight reel, bro. Go get me one, because these men have highlight reels better than certain men, that have real big names in the game, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, what you do in moments don't define you as a player, bro. Like, this guy's useless.
You know what? Especially in this system,
I think
right
he's
now.
all right for Real Madrid, though. I think he's decent, though. I think Euros, he's not really.
Do you know what it is, Rhino?
But...
Do you know what it is, Rhino? It's like when you look at Real Madrid, everything's tailored for him to do exactly what he wants to do. And when you actually look at him in the England role right now, like Jack Grealish must feel sick right now. He must feel sick, because like these kind of Maddison as well.
Cole Palmer.
And people were cussing me. My bridges
Cole Palmer's fuming.
Yeah, Cole Palmer's fuming. My
on.
bridges are saying to me, "Oh yeah, what do you mean you can't take Grealish and Maddison?" Yeah, of course you can. Do you know what I mean? You could have took both of them. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, I'm not saying Jude shouldn't have gone, but maybe from what I'm watching, I don't know. Over 90 minutes, it's not good, man. It is not. It's not that good at all.
The problem isn't Jude going. The problem is, the fact that Southgate ain't even got the authority to substitute, man.
Yeah, he's bumming.
You know the ones there, like it's crazy. Like
This is
taking
it.
off Foden in a game like yesterday.
Yeah, that
when
was mad.
Jude was
Yeah.
awful.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this was arguably Jude's worst performance, and they've all been bad. But this one was a special kind of shit, and you still took off Phil Foden.
Bro, but you know what it is though, Rance? Did you see that thing where was it Slovakia game? They had the sign up to bring off Jude Bellingham.
to bring him off, yeah.
And my man went, "Yo, that can't be me."
Even
That
the commentators were like, "Oh, they must have made a mistake," but it's the
Yeah,
way
they brushed it. Yeah, they brushed it over, brushed over it.
Nah,
You know,
man. He needs to be humbled, man. And this is what I always say with Jude Bellingham. Like, he's given too much of a role, too much of a free role. It's like, listen, he has got qualities, but at the same time, if he's playing shit, take him off. And I felt for
But
me,
I didn't,
Foden,
you know,
it's
you guys, I didn't clock it at the time though. You know, I didn't clock. Now it's only till you got people are saying it recently. But when it happened, I thought it was a general mistake the way they did
because
it.
the commentators, when I tell people, the commentators, they affect how the average football fan
Same in boxing,
views football, same in boxing. That's why I like to watch.
I don't watch any fight replays with the commentary on ever.
Yeah, bro, because these men would tell you that something's happening in a fight that's not happening.
You know what they were saying yesterday? Because he done that little back heel that anyone does at five-a-side. Oh, that was quality. Like, everybody does that move at five-a-side. But carry on,
they're this little little flick thing, But you know what it is, The commentators were like, "Oh yeah, must have been a mistake," and that. So everyone got convinced that it was a mistake. It weren't no mistake. The Brez said no. You know, like that, and no one's talking about it. Like even after the game, the guys in the studio didn't highlight the fact that Southgate tried to take him off, and he said no. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, they just let him get away with it. If that was another player, they would have absolutely dined out on that. Yeah. And this is the point. Like, they're controlling the narrative around Bellingham, bro. And it's disgusting. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro.
Man said disgusting, you know.
It is disgusting, bro. Because the thing is, brother, I'm seeing more prop for Kobbie Mainoo on Twitter by rival fans than by people in the studio that are supposed to be fucking... paid, they're meant to be paid fucking pundits that know football, and I'm seeing more man on Twitter that don't even like our football club giving the youth the respect he deserves. He's been carrying this England team,
bro,
and every moment they have to suck off Bellingham, bro, they're taking it with both hands, bro. It's crazy.
Nah, it's mad, bro. You know what I mean? I think for me, Kobbie Mainoo's been carrying the team, bro. Like, you know what it is? Even Rice, bro. Like, I said it on the Big Six as well. I said, yo,
struggling.
To get Declan Rice, Kobbie Mainoo's been carrying the midfield on his own. Do you know what I mean? Like, you ain't seeing Kobbie Mainoo get broke off the ball on that. You ain't seeing that, bro.
Rice has been struggling, bro. Every time he plays up against decent players, he looks poor.
He looks awful.
Yeah.
Poor. Yeah. He's West Ham is his level, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And even for West Ham, I told man in the final, Amrabat was chiefing this player up. In the Conference League final, bro. This brother comes up against any half decent midfielder. He's rubbish, bro. This is what man need to understand, bro. That Arsenal system is carrying this youth. And you know what's crazy about Arsenal fans, They believe that Rice improved them. No, you improved him. You improved him. It's not the other way around. Bare Arsenal fans are going on like they're grateful for having Declan Rice. He didn't add nothing to your team apart from just passion, bro.
And you know, in the past year, they would have gone to Europe and grabbed someone for like 20 million who would have done that easy. That's what they would have done in the past. You see 100%. With Rice as well. If you watch him off the ball, because everyone's saying he's a six. He doesn't know how to play the 6 role. Watch him off the ball. He doesn't even know where to occupy into space. Watch every time you watch Kobbie play. Big up Nuruddin in the building.
Big up Nuruddin.
Kobbie play, he drags 4 guys away. Just his natural IQ on the ball. And Rice is just when he's trying to pick the ball up from the back 4, pretty clueless for me,
bro. But this is what I'm saying. That for me, like I said, I think Rice, he's got good qualities and that. But on the ball, I've always said like it's just for me, it's not on the front foot. Especially this tournament, I've said it like he needs to play the ball forward, and that's where Kobbie's like, yo, give me this ball. He played it into was it Saka, and then we came off the line. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like,
the ball that he played in, it was to Foden, I think.
Foden. Sorry, that was Foden.
That pass from Kobbie Mainoo, the way he punched it into him on the move, and that, unbelievable.
Different gravy, bro. And I'm just like I said to you, I'm glad he plays for United because we don't really produce them kind of footballers that are just so cultured, man. You know what I mean? Someone said in the super chat before, Jack Wilshere. Was it something about Jack Wilshere? Kobbie and Jack Wilshere are the most.
England don't produce players like that.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but we got Cole Palmer as well, man. Let's not
We just
forget.
don't play them, yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's not forget Cole Palmer's every bit as talented as these guys, and Cole Palmer's he's got the spirit of a street baller, and so does Kobbie, and so did Wayne Rooney before that. And England just don't produce a lot of players that have that street baller spirit. Eze's got it, and there's not a lot of players that actually have it, that are not scared to take the ball in dangerous places, turn with it, run with it. Even if they get tackled, they're still brave enough to go get the ball again and do it again, bro. And you learn that from playing on the streets, man. You don't learn that in the academy. Like, you can't teach having that grit and that personality on the ball, innit? You can't teach that, bro. And that's something that a lot of these English players don't even have. And to a certain degree, Foden needs a bit more of it. Like, he doesn't really have that. He don't really have that dog in him. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, he don't really have it. Like, do you know what I mean? Yesterday when he started dropping deep and picking up the ball, he was very influential, but he doesn't do it often enough. Like, he lets the game bypass him at times. He doesn't have that hunger to just get involved in it. And that comes from playing on the street, blood, because you can't rely on man to pass you the ball in the street. No one don't want to pass, bro. So you got to go get the ball and make something happen yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's
when you play too much organized football and too much academy football where everything's kind of too perfect, you just kind of expect things to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? When you play on the street, you have to go and make things happen. And you can see the difference between players that are used to playing organized football and players that are used to playing that nitty-gritty football where you might have to go retrieve the ball at left back. You know that? And this is the difference, man. England don't have enough of those players.
I feel like as well, I feel like if Southgate at the start of the tournament was trying to reinvent something that didn't need to be reinvented, we all know for the last few years within England, for as long as I've known, we've never had like 10 amazing ballers to pick in midfield and stuff like that. So the balance was key in them games. So it's like there's no coincidence for me that you start playing Kobbie and he gets a little run of games and we now look comfortable and we're now playing better. It's just not a surprise to me. You move Foden to the 10.
But it's media pressure, isn't it? It's the fans, man. It's not. I don't think it's Southgate, all of this, man. It's just the fans saying, yo, play this, do that, get this guy.
He has to be strong enough to just.
Yeah, I know.
That's not him, is it? You know what I mean? So.
He might win it at the end of the day. Big up Killis says, a big up, I feel like a proud uncle with United having the Stockport seed of. Come on, man. Big up Killis, man. Big up everyone locked in, man. 1.7K in the building. Make sure you lot smash a like on the video. Big up Doug says, big up, no excuse for Ten Hag. Man needs to see a Europa League and an FA Cup or Carabao Cup with a top 4 next season. Also playing a possession-based style of football. Well, let's get into it, man. We got some good news today, and that says Zirkzee is on his way to Manchester. He's going to fly to the UK tonight, bro. Man, don't mess around, you know. He said, yo. He literally left Germany straight to Manchester, undergoing medical on Friday ahead of a completing move to Bologna to Man United. 23-year-old Dutch striker joining Man United for 42 million euros spread over 3 years and on a 6-year contract, basically. Bro, I can't lie to you, man. We were speaking it before, but this is amazing business, you know. 42 million euros spread over 3 years. And that's what, 14 million each? If I come correct, 13 million. Do you know what I mean? That is.
You know why? Because he has to prove it as well, man. You have to prove it. You know, you need to prove that you're part of this and what you can bring to the table. But I like the profile, man.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. And you know what, man? We had to get this done quickly as well. The fact that we got this done quickly is, for me, is something else as well. Because listen, AC Milan ain't no slouches, you know. Especially when you got Zlatan now, who's now leading the transfers. I don't know if you knew, but Zlatan's now the director or something like that.
He is. He's their he's like their DOF.
DOF. You know what I mean? Zlatan. Imagine your idol, who he said I looked up to. Do you know what I mean? And he's saying, you know what, man? You know what I mean, bro? And he came to Man United, bro. That's, for me, that's a huge kind of statement as well from INEOS that, yo, that might be your idol, yeah, but we're not even playing the release because we're playing a different sort of structure. And United is still United, you feel me? You got Ruud van Nistelrooy there, who obviously we'll talk about in a bit. And also to become the main number 9. Højlund hasn't really set himself as a main number 9. He's still young. So to become the main number 9.
Raps is on me for that one.
What's that?
You're on me for Highland, innit?
It's fine. We got Zirkzee. I don't care, bro. Listen, I told man already. Jay-Z about to roll up number 9 on his back, bro. We're doing our thing, bro. We're good, fam. You get me? Like Hoyland can get in where he fits in, wherever that is. You get me? But yeah, my striker's arriving, bro. Like this is it.
Yeah. You see with Zirkzee as well, he's gonna steal that spot, you know. He's taking that spot straight away, straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. Like
it's what he brings to the team, innit? It's what he brings to the team.
That's it.
So key. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because I see Nedu's complaining like, oh, why do we get Zirkzee when Tony's available? But it's the profile and the price and everything as well, the age, you know, something that we can work on.
For them, though? Do you reckon there's time to
Yeah,
go
possibly. Yeah, I've been hearing rumors of that. You never know.
Because obviously Tony was never going to be a start of the window thing, innit? It was always going to drag on.
Yeah,
he's gonna
that's going to drag on. Yeah.
Sorry, Norridin, go on.
Yes. Welcome, Zirkzee. Welcome to Manchester United. For me, it's always been about what makes INEOS the change to believe and all of this is that Manchester United used to sign players just for signing's sake, with no plan, with no vision, with no developmental plan, no coaching, no like making the player doing everything else outside of the football pitch, taking care of that so they can just focus on their game. So for me, that's what I'm judging INEOS on. Like I said, me and a blind dog and Saeed and Rance can go and sign players. It don't take that much to sign players. It don't. All you need is an agent, phone numbers, and to go and ring the CEO of a football club to go and agree a fee. That's all it is. What good thing, like Saeed said, is that if they would have paid the 42 million euros release clause, when you pay release clause, you have to pay it in all lump sum.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the reason why they didn't pay that, but instead negotiated a fee, paid a bit more to work it out over 3 years. So that is good. That's Manchester United. They don't usually do that. You know what I mean? They don't usually do that. But like I said, he's the first signing. And there's going to be, I know for 100%, I watch Serie A. I've been watching it since I was a kid. The league there is different. He's techie. He's got potential, but he needs good coaching still. And the Premier League is a fucking humble, mate. The amount of room and time you're going to get in a chess match in Italy, you're not getting in the Premier League. You're not getting that time. You're not getting that. So it's about how much the coaches around him get around him and develop. And then also, you have to think about it. It takes time to settle into a new culture. You know, you wouldn't think
his English is perfect. He'll be
I don't mean it like that. I mean the league, the type of style of football, the style of football I'm talking about. Of course, most Dutch players speak really good English.
Yeah, it's like the second language
for everyone though. Like, I'll be real. Like he's played in the Netherlands, he's played in Germany, and he's played in Italy, bro. So he's well traveled for someone his age. Do you know what I'm saying? He's played in some at some good levels, bro. Like this isn't his first rodeo traveling. I think he'll settle in just fine, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's the biggest thing to hope for. Settling in and the time to adapt. The fans give him the time to adapt that he needs. Because they're the two important things. Because he's still a young player.
You know what's good, Norridin? It's the fact that he's got a first touch, man. You know, and this is no diss on anyone, but when you don't have that first touch secured in the Premier League, it's going to be a long day for you. You know what I mean? And that's where I feel like with Zirkzee, it's like, because he's so technically secured in what he does, like, it's like, he's got the basic principles. The goals, like, don't get me wrong, I want a striker to score 30 goals, but I don't want a Nunes. I watched Nunes last night. The guy missed, Bro, it's true. Bro, he missed like 3 or 4 opportunities, like, he should have bagged him. The game before that, like, he'll do everything. Like, I'm like, yo, brother, can you finish? Like, what's going on here? And his overall game ain't that great, bro. Man like Suarez yesterday, came on and showed Nunes levels when he came on. Do you know what I mean? Because Suarez has got the main principles. Even if he's 38, he can hold at the ball. He can get people into play. He can touch. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, I don't want a player just being signed for that's got 30 goals, but then it's a shit overall
he's not that type of striker. He's not that type of striker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's a guy that, for the betterment of the team, makes everybody look good. He's that type of player. He's a link up, build up, drops it in. All his attributes are, how can I link up and play? And he's got, for him, actually, he's got really good vision. really, really good vision and very good awareness. So the only thing is that everything else, it needs to be given time to adapt to a helter-skelter league and a helter-skelter. More, what I'm worried about is the helter-skelter Ten Hag tactics. That's what I'm more worried about than anything else. Yes, his first touch, the first touch in football is everything. At the elite level, the first touch is everything. Because when you got that first touch properly, it buys you time.
Well, there you go.
It can buy you time, right? So for me, I never rated having just a guy to come in and play and do whatever madness, like just banging in goals and the whole team working for that person. Nah, I'm not into that. I've never been in that type of fan.
I hear you.
I like strikers who are team players, who actually want to play, who want to bag, but they also want to play.
Yeah, 100%, man. Nedu, you're moving wild, bro. He said, this is how confident I am that Zirkzee will flop. If he scores the same amount of goals he scored last season, along with 8 assists, I will donate 500 subs and 1K charity to a charity of your size choice. So what are you saying? So how many goals did he score last season?
I don't know, but Nedu, you're doing way too much right now, bro.
I know, bro. I don't know why you're doing this.
You just need way too much right now.
Yeah, listen to what Nuruddin's saying, man. It's about contributing to the whole team, because right now, we don't even have a competent style and pattern of play when we attack. Never mind in the whole team. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of get it to the edge of the box, and inshallah, as man have been calling it. Do you know what I mean? So it's basically, do you know what I'm saying? It's dead, isn't it? Like at the end of the day, this guy likes to play run between the lines a little bit. He can play them short passes and stuff. Just like, do you think just like that England goal last night in a way? Do you know, trying to feed it through the lines a little bit? United don't do that at all.
Yo, big up Watkins, by the way. Big up Watkins.
Yeah, large up Watkins, man. Should start in the final.
You know what? On Saeed's watch along, I told Saeed exactly what was. Get him on.
Yeah, get him on. Yeah, in fact.
And I told him, if I get extra time, he's gonna bag it before anything else. The goal.
I text you Nuruddin. Remember, I text you in the day, and I said that, innit?
Yeah, you did. Now,
Nuruddin said it for a long time.
Having a lottery. I said, get this Kane off. All throughout from the 25th minute, 26th minute, I'm like, get Kane off, man. What is he contributing? What is he contributing? And then again, Jude Bellingham is out on his feet. I said, not that he's a bad player, but he's had a long season. Real Madrid, the number 5, all these emotional things, right? And you're not that guy, but you're being hyped to be that guy, right? So his legs are gone. And I'm like, he refused to take Bellingham. I thought Foden was one of England's better players.
Yeah.
He refused to take Bellingham off. I'm like, yo, those two need to come up. Everybody can see it in their daylight. But yeah, big up Watkins, man. And did you see him? He was fuming. It's not what he said. It's not what he said after the press conference. It's what the body language said, man. The body language said it all. Because those mans know. That's why he celebrated with the subs, with the bench.
Because he knows what I'm
on. Kane ain't doing shit. Kane ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
you need to go
back.
Do it. But Zirkzee, come back to Zirkzee. I wish him well. And like I said, everybody who signs for Manchester United, you will never hear anything from me. I always wish any player.
Got let them thrive.
It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. But for me, I'm not judging INEOS on signing players. I'm judging INEOS for the game plan they have for these players. How are you going to fit them into the team? How are you going to build a team with these types of profile players? And how does that then determine how Manchester United play? That's what I'm judging them.
You know what's mad, yeah? I think for me, it all comes down to the balance, innit? Like, I feel like football's all about balance, man. You can't have, this is not FIFA as well. We can't just have the best players. Like, this is a risk, but at the same time, it's not even, when you look at the price tag we're paying for. Like, it's not even a big risk. Like, and if he does well, you're like, wow, that's a major coup. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, fair play.
Who's that?
For Zirkzee, like, it's not even like a player that, we know, like, it's got a ceiling. It's a player we bought for 34 million. You know what I mean? And obviously we're playing it in installments as well.
Oh, it's 40 million euros for a 23-year-old, 6'4", centre forward with a very good first touch.
And the attributes as well to go.
Yeah, look at the physical attributes he's got as well as the technical attributes. Yeah, this guy is built. He is built to play in the Premier League. I'm not worried about him even slightly, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know where all this waffling is coming from, bruv, personally. Do you know what I'm saying? Like people are talking about last season and all that. What's last season got to do with anything? What's it got to do with anything? The geezer was playing in a team that wasn't expected to do anything and exceeded expectations. Like what are we talking about? It's the same thing with the Ivan Toney stuff. People are like last season, people are saying, "Oh, Tony didn't score in how many amount of games." The guy plays for Brentford, bro. Most of the time he steps out there, his team's supposed to lose. Like, what do you want from the guy? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, until you actually watch the guy play in a team, where he's on the side that's expected to win, week in, week out. This is when you judge players, when they're playing for teams where they're playing for the aggressors and not for the guys that are under the cosh all the time. Like, it's a completely different environment, especially as a striker. When you're a striker playing for an underdog and a striker playing for the main aggressor, like, it's completely different football. And he's someone that thrives with getting touches on the ball. He's not a transition player that would kind of thrive playing underdog transition football. If Man United are having the majority of the ball in the majority of the games, then you're going to see the best of this guy, and he's going to bring out the best in other players as well. That's his profile. So that's all it is, bro. Like, it's a very good signing. There's no negatives to the deal. He's a good age. He's got a good profile. Yep. We're not paying a lot of money up front for him. He speaks the language. Like, there's no issues, bruv. Like,
he's hungry. He's hungry. That's what I'm saying. And the other thing as well, United have always went to teams and picked off their best players anyway. So aren't we doing what we should be doing anyway on a rebuild? That's how we should be doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? And with the age and stuff like that, I just feel like
perfect age. Is not too young as well. Not too young as well. Like 23 is a nice age.
I feel like what do people want? Like, if in the chat, who do you want then if you're not happy with Zirkzee?
Oh, listen, they're just gonna say random names like
you're not gonna get a 30 goal a season striker, and if you do, most of them guys need the whole system set up for the team to feed them. So you need someone that can play. This kid to me looks like he can play multiple positions anyway. That's what he looks like to me.
When Liverpool got Bobby Firmino, did anyone know about Bobby Firmino?
Exactly.
Swear down, did anyone know about him? Like, be honest, because when they signed him in 2015, like, bro, like,
I knew who he was, but I didn't know.
I did, because I lived in Germany. I watched German football. I knew about him.
So he played for Hoffenheim. I think it was Hoffenheim he played for, innit?
Yeah, absolute.
Yeah, it was Hoffenheim.
Yeah.
The first touch. Talk about first touches.
And they signed him as a 10, bro, and Klopp used him as a false 9.
Yeah, false 9. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, do you know what I mean? And do people look at Firmino's career in a? I spoke to a lot of Liverpool fans here, and they speak highly of Firmino. Do you know how many goals Firmino got in his whole career? Does anybody know? Was he an outstanding goal scorer?
No.
Was he?
No, he wasn't.
Was he an outstanding? But that's what I'm saying. But again, what he did was he was such a big piece in that puzzle that allowed Sadio Mane and
Salah to get the goals.
To get the goals.
Listen, he was their most important player. Everybody would ask me, who would you want to sign from Liverpool? Tell me one player. I said it for 5-6 years straight, Bobby. Because he's the glue. So I'd have to share the thing with you. We'll look at his stats here, Zirkzee's stats. For that age, you can see already, 23. And look here, passing, completion.
Yep.
He's a link man, bro. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let me bring Nedu in, because this guy needs to explain himself, man, because I don't understand the negative energy here. Nedu, yeah. So explain to me why you think he's going to basically flop next season. Explain to me why.
Big up for having me on.
Big up, man.
It's not negative energy for me. I'm just like, I've seen this before. We're going to a league where, and I don't know, look, I don't know how many people watched Bologna last season, but I did. And why I did is because I've told you before, I'm currently studying to be a coach. And the coach that I'm an apprentice for, he told me, pick 3 managers, you're going to watch them, and then explain their tactics to me. And Thiago Motta was one of the managers that I picked. So I didn't watch up to 20 games, but the game, I'm pretty sure I watched about 12 to 13 games. And the games that I watched, this guy, like, he didn't stand out at all. Yeah, you guys are right about, okay, the signing is not too expensive. He's a link man and everything. But he's big, but he's actually not strong. So what are you linking in the Premier League? The amount of time he gets in the Serie A, he's not going to get it in the Premier League. I promise you. Zirkzee is not. He's actually smart when he has time on the ball. But if he's to think fast, he wouldn't. Now I'll tell you the only person or the only few people. I'll just call one name that was really outstanding at Bologna is Louis Ferguson, and that was their number 10. He's the only one I feel like would actually play well in the Premier League. But no, but like in that team, like now that Thiago Motta has gone, they will all die. You see, like I feel like the tactics that he played and what he did at Bologna, he cannot bring it to Manchester United. He's not good enough. He's not as strong as people think he is. And even the linking he does, it's not like he takes too many touches on the ball for no reason. Right?
Bro.
What you complain that Bellingham does, you would definitely complain of Zirkzee doing it. I promise.
But Nedo, I think you're missing out, yeah.
I've been watching him as well. I know what you're saying. Yeah, you're saying he doesn't stand out, but he's not supposed to stand out.
Yeah, he's supposed to be part of the system we're building.
That's not his job. His job's not to stand out. He's a foil, yeah, for the players around him, bro. He's not supposed to stand out. Players like that don't really stand out.
Wouldn't you think Tony is the same thing? I'm like, if Tony is there,
no, Tony's not the same. Tony's not the same.
Totally different type of player,
Tony's not the same. They pick up similar areas, but they're not similar.
They play the game differently.
Like Zirkzee can turn and carry the ball. Tony doesn't turn and carry the ball. Tony plays the way he's facing most of the time. He's a different kind of player.
Okay. And I honestly respect that, but I have one question. Who would you, like, just be honest, who would you think would suit Manchester United right now for our team? Like, for us to actually play well next season or play better than we did, who do you think we actually need right now?
What, one player or
I'm
multiple?
happy with Zirkzee, bro.
I'm happy with Zirkzee.
I wanted Tony. I wanted Tony as my first choice striker out of whoever was available, yeah. And Zirkzee was my second choice. So you know what? I'm happy with Zirkzee coming in. That's it.
So you're also happy if he doesn't score, because I'm like,
brother, he's gonna score goals. I'm not worried that he's gonna score goals.
Why though?
Why would I be worried he's going to score goals? He's playing in a different system. Thiago Motta's system is completely different. He's playing in a team where he's going to be the foil for other players. He will get chances. He will actually get more goal-scoring chances at Man United. Bologna's way of playing is a lot more patient. Yeah, you said that you watched Motta play. They are very, very patient in the build-up, and they keep
exactly patient.
Well, there you go. Man United are going to get the ball forward faster, and we're going to create more chances. So he's going to score more goals.
Fine.
You hear that?
What I'm saying is that a player who thrives in a very patient system, you make it very quick for him, and he's not going to try. Look at Donny van der Beek, and I know, like, he's a better player than Donny.
Let's not start the thunder, Ned. Come on now.
I'm just saying.
Donny van der Beek was never listened to me. No. Listen.
I've seen before. Look at Kago, like in teams where if you get a player that is very patient on the line and needs a patient tactics, why do you believe? You make it quicker and he's going to score?
I'll say it respectfully. Majority of the narrative around Donny van der Beek in a row. 7 games in a row for Manchester United. He didn't. The manager didn't want him. There was a civil war between the club and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So let's not even go there. To me, a player, Nadu, 10 games in a row, you see a player. 10 games in a row, then you can make a judgment and go, you know what? He's not doing it. And then you forget about all the other things where the manager didn't want him. There was an infighting inside Manchester United, scouting and everything that came with it. So let's not go there, bro. Let's not go there.
No, I'm not about Zirkzee. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. What I'm saying is just the situation.
Let me just say,
the type of player.
Let me just say 2 seconds, okay? Zirkzee for me looks like a player that is a link player that brings the team together. He is he's the biggest thing is about, if you look at his stats, here is his assisted things. His take-ons are quite good, so he's technically sound on the ball, but his assistance, right? Now we know that obviously the Premier League is a humbler, right? But you're talking about a 23-year-old that's got a high ceiling. If he's coached the right way, he's got a high ceiling, meaning that we already know where Tony is. Tony's in his prime now, 28-ish. That's where 28 between 30, 33 is where strikers peak. right?
Mhm.
Where they understand the game, they know everything, they know about positioning. Zirkzee is a guy who's got potential to get better with the right coaching. And for me, brother, maybe what makes me different from maybe different people in the panel is that for me, I'm like, Manchester United have signed potential before. It's about how do you create an environment to get the best out of him. And that's where we're judging INEOS. We're not judging them on signing players. For me, I'm selling players, and how do you get the best of people you buy? Because for me, 100% is about environment, it's about the coach's ideas and the club philosophy. So we've signed a guy, he's 34 million, and even if he flopped, 34 million ain't it. It ain't nothing like
this is what's winding me up the most, Nuruddin, is that we're having discourse like we just paid 72 million for him, bro. Where's this energy for Rasmus?
That's what I'm saying.
This is why I'm cooking Hoyland, because he cost 72 million. If we paid 30 million for the youth and he was struggling to adapt, I'll be like, all right, cool. He's a flop, but we can move him on. You know, like that. 72 million, a man is saying give him time, he's only young. We've signed a player that was at Bayern Munich, and he's been at Bologna, and now he's coming to Manchester United, bro. Like, and we're paying 32 million pounds, maybe less than that sterling, and we're paying about 13 million pounds a season for this geezer, brother. Let this guy kick a ball first, and then people can start talking. I'll be real, because this is cheap as chips for what we're getting.
Yo, Rad, listen, put it into perspective. We're paying 3 more million than what we pay for Lindelof.
but also, it's also that, you know, it's about profile as well. We're getting something that's different profile, man. I think that's a big bonus in itself. Had we got Sesko, I think, Nedu, you could come on in and say, yo, this is dead. I think Sesko.
But you can say, but why can't you have the same argument for Sesko then? Let the boy keep the ball.
Oh my God, Nedu,
different profile,
Nedu, you're training to be a coach. Your player profiling.
Profiling, it's awful, man.
No, I'm not. I didn't say I like Sesko. Like, don't get me wrong. Saeed knows I hate Sesko. I don't even want him anywhere near Manchester United. I would assassinate the whole United staff if they ever get that guy here. I'm just saying, like, why can't you guys have the same edge? I liked Hoyland when he came, but I quick saw that he can't do anything, right? But I'm saying we are going back to the same the same league where players have more time on the ball, and Rashford could do all his bullshit. He was coming from the bench anyway, and he played in his two. That's different. We're going to the same league, and we're making the same mistake again. When there is a player in the Premier League, Tony, who would instantly, and we know this because we've watched him play, not one season, he's done it consistently. He has played in one of the.
That's a different argument, though, Nedu. Because listen, I wanted Ivan Toney. He's my number one choice. But Ivan Toney's going to cost about 50 million pounds. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't you pay that if he's going?
I would pay that, but it's not my money, and I'm not in charge. But I'm saying I had a list of strikers. Out of all the strikers we got linked with, I had a list in order. There was Toney, there was Zirkzee, and there was Cunha. Those are the 3 of that profile that we were linked with.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the order I wanted them in. I wanted Toney first. If not, then I wanted Zirkzee. Yeah. If we couldn't get either of them, then I said I'll take Cunha because we need someone that can play a false 9 and link. And we got my second choice. I'm cool. There's rumors that we could still go in for another striker as well. So let's wait and see, innit? But I'm saying I'm very happy with the profile of the player we got. I'm happy with the type of player we got. I'm happy with how much we spent on him. Everything about this deal, is a good deal. I don't see any negatives.
Nadu, listen,
we've already got a better player than Rasmus.
Listen, Nadu, this is where I agree with you. I'm always very careful about players who play in Serie A coming to the Premier League. I am. I actually, the stats prove it, that French, actually, players who come from France adapt more to the Prem than any other league. I think then it's Spain. I think then the Spanish league. Then it's the German. Italian is the last, right? But he's 23. He's already got the fundamentals, and it's costing 34 mil, bro. You do, like Ran said, you're doing a bit too much, bro.
No. It's not, look,
you're my guy, but
what I'm saying is I've seen this before, And if again,
We
as
haven't
what I
seen him
said,
before,
I'm
though.
going to stand on
We
it.
haven't seen him
If
at
he
United
scores
before.
the same amount of goals as he did last season, and it gives me at least 8 assists, I will do what I said in the
Yeah,
in
but
the
what if
super
he?
chat.
But
It's
what
not
if he
doing too much.
doesn't?
It's just,
But what if he
proves
doesn't
me wrong,
score?
it's a
It makes the
win-win for
team
me.
better.
But what?
He
But
proves me
bruv,
wrong,
but
my
what
team
if
does
he
better.
don't score? Yeah, if he doesn't score 14 goals next season and he only scores 10, yeah, but Rashford scores 25 because he's playing with him, I'm cool with that.
I'm calm with that
Because
as well,
bro,
yeah.
when Rashford played with Vegos, he scored bare goals, and then
And we only scored 50,
with
50
Rasmus,
and
and
we
he
only
stopped
scored 50
scoring.
goals that season. Come
Bruv,
on.
so what? There's other players in the team to score goals. The point is, yeah, Rasmus, when he's not scoring, he don't make the team better. He don't make the team better, bro. If we've got a player that makes the team better, then
Okay.
we are a
That's
better
what we're
team.
looking for.
I want
Yeah.
us to be a better team. So if we're a better team
Yeah.
with him in it, why am I looking at his individual stats, bro? The numbers take care of themselves in football, bro. Even when you look at
I've
Erling,
never
yeah,
looked at goals
look at
for
the amount of
forwards,
goals Erling scored at Man City, yeah.
Yeah.
But bro, when you compare how many goals Man City score a season on average, even before him, it's around the same anyway.
Around
So
the
why
same,
does
yeah.
it matter who's fucking
Okay.
scored?
Okay,
No.
Rant, I have a couple more questions for you. So you obviously like Zirkzee because you said, oh, he's going to improve the team. He will drop in the midfield on these very good on the ball and everything, right? Do you not think he and Bruno are going to have problems?
No, it's going to be the opposite.
You think
It's going
so?
to be the opposite because Bruno runs behind forwards that drop in, bro.
Mhm.
That's
He actually
literally
likes
that's
it.
why.
'Cause he likes
Exactly.
Martial.
That's why
I
when
mean, if
CR7 was playing up front, Bruno scored
Yeah.
less. Bruno scores more when Martial's playing because he drops in and
Facts.
Bruno runs past him. Bruno will
Bruno
score
runs.
more and
Okay.
Rashford will score more with Zirkzee in the team, bro. He helps both of them.
Mhm.
Garnacho
He
will
helps
score
them
more.
both.
Yeah, Nacho will
Yeah.
as well.
I mean that's fair. Like
Everybody
let's just
stop,
see
listen.
anyway. But I honestly don't believe I'm doing too much. Like I said, I've seen this before, and I'm just tired of United making the same mistakes.
You're traumatized, Nadu. That's what
I'm
it is. You're a
just
bit
I know you, I
traumatized.
understand.
Thank you, Rhino. Like
I hear it.
I'm tired of my
PTSD,
team
bro.
making
Don't
this-
worry
Yeah.
about it.
Exact- like it's just like the Brent Waite thing. I'm like, how are we
Nadu.
like? Come on, man. Like we
Nadu,
cannot
I'll be
even
with
this
you.
Lenny Euro 50
Listen,
million.
Nadu.
I don't
How
think we're
do
getting
you
Brad
go and
Pitt,
drop
you know?
50 bag? 50
Hey, brother, if
million
you were
on
doing this
brother?
about Brantford, I would understand because Brantford's going to cost at least 55 million, yeah? And he's not a 55
Way
million
too much.
player, but we're getting
Way
a
too
player
much.
for an absolute steal and we're
34
paying
million,
over
bro.
3 years, blood.
I hear
We're
you.
paying,
I hear you.
we're paying
I hear
13
you.
million for this done, you know? Like,
That's
up
what I'm
front.
saying, man.
I
And
hear you.
man,
Like
Crazy.
I said, I will give him.
man
I'll
are
give
talking
him,
like we bust the 80 million pound release
I'll
clause.
give him
man.
the benefit of the
Bro.
doubt, but I'm just saying again, and these people are dropping another issue. 50 million on freaking Lenny. Like that's a
Bro,
conversation
that's a
for
good
another
signing
time.
as well. It's another
But
good
it's
signing.
what
Nah,
it
you
is
listen.
anyway.
Nadu, breaking
What it
news.
is.
Breaking news. He's not coming to Manchester United. So let's
I
not
hope
talk
so.
about it.
I
It's
hope
not.
he
It's
doesn't.
not.
Because
It's
he
not.
will
Trust
go
me,
to
Real
Real
Madrid
Madrid
are-
and flop.
Real
He will
Madrid are speaking
absolutely
to them as
flop
we
at Real
speak.
Madrid.
Don't worry, mate. Real Madrid are on it as we speak.
And I don't want
Nadu,
Brantwaite
listen.
to come either because he's rubbish as well.
Well, listen, I can't lie to you.
Nadu, listen.
Let
Nadu,
me,
listen.
Hmm.
This is what INEOS on. You're judging INEOS on how these players, how they develop, how they are, because INEOS are in charge now.
I'm
bro.
judging these players because
And
I
they-
have Ten Hag. Ten Hag is still
That's
my
who they are.
fucking coach. Ten Hag is still the
Yeah,
coach.
but that's
We are
INEOS, innit?
forgetting
You
this.
don't blame. Listen,
This
you
is
don't
what we're
blame Ten
forgetting.
Hag anymore. You blame INEOS. You blame
That
because INEOS
terrorist is
could
still
have done
the
a thing
coach.
about it.
That albino mega
and that's
mind
what-
is
who's that
still the coach.
But you know what
This
it
is
is,
what
though?
we're
You know what it is, though?
forgetting.
Nedu, you know what it is,
Zirkzee
though?
will come
For me,
and die because of
and the
this
thing
man.
is, though,
Just watch.
My
Just watch.
thing is, yeah, the managers here, I think we all have to just go. We have to, you know what I mean? Like, we
Move
have to
on from
realize
it,
this,
man.
guys. He's here. We have to buy signings. We have to get structure around him. We have to build this football club for the best for everyone to, like, we are here to watch United. We're not here to watch a certain player. We're here for Man United, and that's everything together. So if the manager gets better players and does well, then so be it. You know what I mean? Because we want what's best for United. And obviously, if he doesn't do well, then he's going to get accountable. And that's why Jason Wilcox and all these guys are here, because they're saying, right, we're going to give you all the tools now. There's no excuse. This is a season of no excuses. I genuinely mean that, guys. Let me just hear what Neji's got to say. Neji, are you there, bro? Are you there? Oh, this guy's got a gal, I think, man.
What's this guy?
Yo, big up.
You know what? You read the super chat first, gone.
Yeah, big up. Mike says, you man don't rate Eric Ten Hag, but Zirkzee is literally the type of striker he wanted. That's why he loved Martial, but injuries didn't help. If you look at his best version of Ajax, they had a false
Haller
nine.
was never a false nine. Sebastian Haller was never a false nine.
Yeah, Sebastian Haller was different, but
Even Tadic didn't play as a false nine. Tadic moved towards the left of the field always. That's very wrong. He did not watch Ajax one time, and he's just talking bullshit.
And also to add to that as well, we
yeah,
are playing the way these man want us to play, not Ajax.
I was
Get me?
just
Whatever
saying
way
that.
these
Exactly.
get different. Yeah.
yeah. Zirkzee is like Firmino. They improved the players around them. Watch how Ferguson looks without him this season. Listen,
For
man,
me-
I think for me, you know, so
Yeah,
go
go
on.
on,
Go on.
I was just gonna say, for me, what it is, yeah, a lot of the players that we've been linked with, obviously, we don't know what the future brings, but it looks like the players could outlast whatever happens with the manager anyway.
That's what I'm
Because they're
saying.
buying profiles to move the whole system in the club.
That's all
forward.
we
So
need, though.
I'm not
Yeah.
too focused on what. Do you know what I mean? Whether I think he's not on that. I think one thing that the fans have massively overlooked is the profile of player that we lost with Martial, big time. And I know people go like, "Oh, he was never fit and rare," but the impact that guy made when he was on the pitch is undeniable. You cannot dispute that one bit. Do you know what I mean? Like the way he would relieve pressure, the way he'd bring players in, how selfless he was as a baller. And if we can get, I'm not saying Zirkzee is Martial, but if we can get little traits of that and getting these guys playing together, because you only need Mainoo, Ahmad, and Zirkzee on the pitch. Just that little combo there, a few of them, and you're going to see a different thing. And that's why as well I want to keep ballers like Sancho around and people. We'll see what happens with them, but I just don't see any negative from him coming in. At the end of the day, yeah, Nadu, if it doesn't work out, we'll probably sell him for 20 million and we'll move on. It's better than paying. I mean,
No,
what are we
I
going to
hear
get?
you,
Are we
guys.
ever going to get half of Hoyland's price?
No.
You know what I mean?
No. I hear you guys, but one more thing. There's another thing that Rance mentioned. Like, yeah, he looks big, but I promise you, Rance, he's not as strong as you think.
But I don't think that's what we think he is. I don't
Bro,
think we think he's
it's
some
not
strong
that
baller.
he's not strong. He's
He's
just
smart.
not a physical player. I know what his profile is. He
Yeah.
doesn't.
I
lean
wanted to.
He doesn't
Some
lean on
men are not
people,
strong, but on the
That
ball,
doesn't mean that he's not strong. He
You
is a
don't need
strong
to wrestle.
player, but he
You don't need
doesn't
to wrestle.
wrestle players. He doesn't back into them. He
Yeah.
doesn't use his physicality. That don't mean he's not strong.
But
It
you see,
doesn't mean that.
Martial did a lot of that. That is
Yeah, but
actually what
Martial's
got us.
different.
But you know what?
Martial, bro, Anthony Martial is not 6'4", blood. Anthony Martial is 5'10", bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's a different profile. Like Martial has to use his body and do all these things. Like Zirkzee's a completely different kind of player. Really. They pick up the same areas, but they don't play football the same way, bro. And it's all right. But
He's got IQ, man.
I hear you guys. I'm willing to give it a chance, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, it's almost. I'm not confident at all. I'm honestly not confident. Like, if we got like a Tony or even a player like Solanke, like I'm not rating Solanke or anything. Just please don't get me wrong. All I'm saying, I feel like Jackson would do a better job in the team than Zirkzee. I'm just saying that, but
yeah, but that's because you've seen Jackson for one season in the Premier League.
Exactly.
You wouldn't have said that before. So it's too early to be saying shit like that.
No, I mean, you have a point, and I'm willing to. You know ball more than I do, so I'm going to give it a chance. But I'm just not very confident.
You know what I like about Zirkzee as well, yeah? He seems like he's got an idea before. Like, you know, we get a lot of ballers who get the ball dead in their feet and they're just, I don't know what to do with it. He has got an idea with the ball. He knows what he's going to do. He knows the defender's coming. He knows what kind of...
But he needs time on the ball as well, which is another issue that I'm worried about because he's not going to get that time.
Yeah, but how do you know that he needs time on the ball, bro? Like,
because that's
I think he can adapt and grow, you know?
Like, bro, just because you get time on the ball in Italy, that doesn't mean you need it, bruv. One thing about players that have a good first touch is they don't need time.
Yeah, they don't need that much time.
Do you know what I'm saying? If they have extra time, they will take it. But his first touch is good enough that you can't say he needs time. Lukaku needs time. Højlund needs time because they don't have a touch, bro. Like Bellingham needs time. Like Zirkzee don't need time because his first touch usually takes it where he wants to go.
Yeah.
If you take the time away from him, he'll use whatever time he has.
Yeah, facts.
That's what I'm saying.
DG, can you hear us, DG?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I was just
Hey, tell me, man, you're hearing the argument, you're hearing the chat. What are you saying, man? Are you excited, man? You know what I mean? With the signings, everything.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't. Again, I'll go back to the same word, bro. I wouldn't say excitement. I'm just relieved, if that makes sense. So I've not seen anything yet to say I'm excited because I ain't seen the fruits of the labor. I just know the labor that's going in is quality. Do you know what I mean? And I'm relieved to see that quality finally happen behind closed doors. So it's a patience game, man. Like, we can talk about potential. We can talk about what potentially may be happening moving forward with what we're seeing. Do you know what I mean? And bear in mind, some fans are right to get a bit happy and gassed over what they're seeing because they haven't seen this type of competence, shall we say, behind the scenes before. We're talking 5 signings after the first month. Do you know what I mean? And we've had a couple of outgoings already. Like, these men are putting in overtime. 5 signings in the first month. That lead, again, if those, let's say those signings, worst happens, them signings don't work out, well, for whatever reason we don't get them, I know they've got backup plans. For the next couple of months, we can still make that happen. To me, that's how we should have been moving anyway. I can only repeat what I said before, so now I'm going to try and bore the show off. But I'm just relieved, Saeed, man. This is a relief for me. Like, told Rants before, told Jude up before in the conversation. Respectfully, we shouldn't be having these conversations where we're talking about what going behind closed doors. We should just be going, oh, we got this player here. I'm excited to see my man. Let him come through the door, have some fun with the situation. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's just a positive sign, but I'm not going to get too giddy, as Nuruddin would say. But got my guy Nuruddin. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to get too giddy, but I ain't going to deny the goodness of what we're seeing. I ain't gonna deny the goodness of what we're seeing because I don't think.
You know what it is though. We can also acknowledge the positive works that's being done.
Yeah.
I think that's the key thing, Mandem. Yeah, where we can all say, you know what, man, INEOS need to do something. Like, you know what I mean? I need to see it to believe it. That's fair, but I think what they're doing though now in terms of the signings, the profiles, bringing in Rennie Hack and Van Nistelrooy, getting rid of Van der Gaag, like they're trying to put their stamp in their kind of
in there, man.
Yeah, bringing their
these are all Ten Hag's people, you know. So listen, this is even more of a confirmation of INEOS weren't just like INEOS weren't happy with. Oh, sorry, I got people in the background. 2 seconds.
Quick question, guys. Yeah, did you guys see that post about Ten Hag was still in charge of the coaching staff, and the reason why those guys left is because of him? That's what I was reading somewhere. I don't know if it's.
I don't know, man. I'm a bit.
I think it was even someone like Whitwell or someone as well. Secretly, let me find it.
I feel like
actually.
You know, with stuff like that right now, I feel like they can put things out that read great, but the reality doesn't have to be that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've worked in sales where I've said I've empowered people to be like, "Yo, this guy's in charge," but really, I'm calling the shots. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
It's just because like what my man said. Ashraf came out and said something similar. Like the way Ashraf's talking, you can tell that that's not how it went. But man have to put on a united front and you get me and put out the right thing because that's what fosters the good working environment for everyone.
And Rance, you know the other thing for when AG comes in, it's like we have an idea of Ten Hag's personality. And I'm not going to go on some mad thing about him and Vera, but I don't feel like you'd have to know how to manage certain people and how they respond to certain information and stuff. So it's like with him, there's no point in them coming out and saying, yes, we have now taken power off Ten Hag and done this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they want to make him feel a certain way because he's in, do you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just my thing. But I feel like it's positive, man. Let's see what happens in it.
I am sick of this guy's undertones, bro. Piss me off every week. Leon.
Guy in there. AG, spit your facts, man. What are you saying, AG? Go on.
No, I'm good. No, just saying about Leon. Not about Leon. See, I can talk about this guy all day. Yeah, drink your water your waist.
That
man.
could be a semi-pause. But yeah, carry on.
No, don't try semis, bro. I'm not even gonna take it down this route. We can't have this conversation online again. Ten Hag get it. Yeah, Ten Hag get it. I'm just saying, like INEOS. Of course, when people were talking about them lot kind of not making a right decision in Ten Hag, I was under the impression and belief that they weren't disregarding the bullshit that Ten Hag brought to the situation. And I feel like they've tried to iron out his mistakes by getting in certain coaching stuff whilst appreciating certain things about him. And I think them bringing in Van Nistelrooy, Rennie and them, man, and getting rid of his coaching stuff is a big sign of some of the things that you guys have been saying regarding the style of football in midfield and stuff, and retention and stuff. I think that's a big part of the coaching stuff. And they've kind of just probably said to him, listen, bro, we're okay with having you, but certain mistakes that you've made, you can no longer hold rank. So we're going to bring XYZ coaching, XYZ back stuff and whatever, and then this is what you're going to work with. And now you have to go and deliver with this, and we will give you the 2 seasons to make that happen. And I think that's more than fair, to be fair. Because even when they did the extensions thing, I didn't think I only said he should get a year extension, like 3 years. He hasn't even had a year extension. They've just renewed for the foreseeable year in his contract anyway. So I think it's the most perfect angle to give him that 2 years, in the sense of he's now under pressure, just like some of the players, to go and perform.
Yeah,
And even some of the coaching staff, some of them are on a 2-year contract. Do you know what I mean? So it's cutthroat behavior, and I appreciate that, man, because for me, it's put the pressure in the onus on the manager now having to go above and beyond outside of the difficulties that he had no control over. Like, I can't sit here now and say, oh, my man didn't get rid of certain players in time to get a fund in place to go and get next man. Do you know what I mean? I can't say none of this now because INEOS are showing that they're moving correct. So now, yes, examples. If injuries happen, we're going to have a conversation. But overall, he has only himself now to go and sit there and go, okay, I need to make sure I do X, Y, Z. In-game management, certain players coming on, certain players coming off. Do you know, rewarding certain situations. The style of play will come down to the coaches now more so than Ten Hag. So it will be a joint thing. So I shouldn't be sitting here hearing, oh, it's all Ten Hag now. It will literally be a case of shared responsibility, accountable, keep the right people accountable, shall we say. We should be seeing all this next season. So in 2 seasons, I'm expecting trophies. Because if you can get trophies that we've seen before.
Style. I can't lie to you. I think trophies with style as well. I think you can have that by your 3rd year. I think by your third year.
That's Wilcox, though, because, again, no one's talking about this, but Wilcox is now the one who's implementing the style. So if they're happy with, if Wilcox is choosing Ten Hag to go and play that style of football, which is now, again, this is the rank now we're talking about. If Wilcox has got a style of football, Ten Hag is in charge of being able to do that. He trusts Ten Hag to do that. So if they're the ones employing Ten Hag on a new contract with the new backing stuff, then Wilcox is the one that gets the smoke, not Ten Hag. And that, to me, that's how it will be for every manager, because you have a style of football now. You have a style of play. That's on Wilcox only. So that style of play, if it happens, whether we win or lose, if we see the style of play, then we will know exactly who's at fault. Whether Wilcox has got an idea of how he wants to play, or whether Ten Hag and the coaching staff are good enough.
For me, you know what, as well, I think that's one of the most important things that I didn't see over the last couple of years is that style. Like, because it's not, I know some people said they could see traits of it, but I always felt like people were clutching a little bit at that. And I thought, like, we need to see it clearly, like. But Saeed, I wanted to ask you as well, like we've been linked with like the centre-back, 2 centre-backs, the striker and a midfielder.
Yeah.
If we get them done, let's just say we get them done, I don't know the time frame, 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever, probably 2, 3 weeks, yeah. What do you think's the next, most important thing? Like, or do you think they're going to address? There's no left back rumours. I don't know what's going to happen there. So what do you reckon?
I think they could get 5 or 6 signings in, because if you look at the way they're doing this, the structure of the deal with Zirkzee, like if that's what 13-14 million, they don't have to pay more up front. Then you could go now, gamble and say, right, we're going to bring in this signing. Plus the sales that I added onto that list as well. Well, how much is De Ligt is only 34 million. This guy, Lenny Euro's, what, 45 million? You're getting combined centre backs for just under 80 million.
3 players for like 70. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Can I ask a question? Do you guys think Lenny Euro is good enough?
I think he's got the potential to be a superstar in the future. And I think for me, sometimes you got to gamble on that, man. That's why we could go bring in 2 centre backs. If we go and bring in De Ligt, Lenny Euro could be, I'm not saying he's a backup, but it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, you've got someone there as well. Like, you're not putting in your hopes in Lenny Euro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got 2, it's better rather than bringing Lenny Euro on its own. For me, that's anyway.
Come on, I don't think he's good enough to come into Man United's team and start a week in, week out, bro. I don't think it's the right move, blood. If we do get him in, then I think we need to get him in as our 3rd choice. He can't start, bro. Like,
I think he should be our 4th choice when he comes in. Like,
even that. Yeah,
yes, I think he should. Maguire should be ahead of him.
Yeah, they do though. Don't you think half the team's already dead though?
I honestly don't.
Everyone here thinks the team is dead, so half of these players coming in should be walking into this team respectfully.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man.
Exactly, but I don't think from what again.
You're telling me the potential of Euro is better than. Sorry,
from what I've seen, I don't think he's good enough. No, it's okay. I don't think he's good enough. Like, I don't hold Todibo to that, but I wish we had gotten Todibo rather than go for this Lenny Euro guy. Like.
Yeah, but
we just couldn't get him though, so it's not really our fault. Or
I know. I'm like, but I would have rather Todibo than this guy, or like.
I agree.
I don't like Brantwaite, but I'll take Brantwaite over Euro. I hope they're just doing it just so Everton. I hope they're just doing it so Everton drops their price. Because if we do end up getting him, he's going to be a very underwhelming signing for us. I strongly believe.
Well, Lenny Euro, underwhelming.
Why
He's
though?
very
Why do
underwhelming.
you think that? Why do you
He's
get
not
what you mean, like-
again.
No, but hold on a minute.
Maybe
How
it's
does a
just my
guy who's
opinion
not
on
really
what
done
I look.
anything? Hold a minute, yeah. How can a guy who's not really done much in the game but has shown a lot of promise and a lot of how can it be underwhelming? I don't understand that logic, Nedu. I don't get it.
Again, Saeed, is the way that I look, and I know you guys are gonna cook me, but it's just the way that I look at things. Like maybe I'm too literal with the kind of players that I want to see at my club.
Yeah.
But if I'm seeing a defender who always who's always on the ground, like come on, man. He and Brightway is the same thing. Or Brightway stays on his feet more. Lenny Euro is always on the ground. That's for one. He's not as fast. He's not quick. His recovery pace is not that good from what I've seen. Again,
But if the expectation is Real Madrid don't start him, then you know what I mean.
Real Madrid are not going to start him for like 2
Real Madrid
seasons. Real Madrid would not start him for like 2
Like,
seasons.
they're in a situation they do, yeah, where Euro is basically looking to go to Madrid, and Madrid are interested. If Madrid are interested in a player, whether we rate that player or not, there has to be a level of respect for that player, no matter what age they come in. There has to be, because Real Madrid is the benchmark, bro. Let's just be honest. Let's keep it absolutely 1,000. So if Madrid are interested, that at least deserves a level of respect to go, you are good enough to some level. The key word is enough. I'm not saying you're great,
Madrid
perfect,
got
but
Bellingham.
you're good enough.
Madrid got Bellingham. He's absolutely rubbish.
Again, I wouldn't say it's absolutely rubbish. He's just a
He's
good footballer,
rubbish.
man. I think he's
They got
overrated.
Ceballos.
He's overhyped. There's parts of his game which he isn't world class at, in my honest opinion.
He's
But
not
does
world
that mean
class
he's
in any
rubbish?
part of his
No.
game. Bellingham
You know what
is
it is, though,
absolutely
guys? Yeah?
shit.
I feel like now we're in a transfer market that everyone's gonna be mad at everything, yeah. But when you look at the price tag we're dealing with right now, yeah, you can go and get, let's say, I don't know, a Brandthwaite who's 75 million. But his ceiling for me, like, I don't know if he's gonna become like the greatest English centre back we've ever got. We're just getting him now because the qualities are quite good. He's strong, he's physical. We're lacking a lot of that. So United are like, yo, let's get him. But the thing is, in Lenny Euro, for me personally, I feel like that's why United get him. The ceiling is so high right now. Like, you see that Varane, that kind of like level where you're like, yo, this guy could be the future kind of, you know, French centre back that becomes world-class centre back. And that's something to take a gamble on. And what, 45 million? With the lit as well? I think it's a
And you know what, Saeed, as well? The best part about it, bro, the best part about it is that we're spending minimal money. So let's say, for example, let's say Nader is right and my man doesn't work out. The sell-on fee will probably be the same, if not, probably even better, because the wages won't be stupid and we can get rid of these players. This is how you do good business. So this is why you don't overspend on players. That's why you don't spend 80 million on Harry Maguire straight away and then add 5 million.
Exactly.
All of this is important. So you have, of course, we don't know whether a player is going to bang or not. We can only go off potential. Some of us will probably go, you know what, the potential's sick, and I might be right in the future. Some of us go, I thought he'd be better than what he is. I thought Twanzebe would go all the way. He got injured too many times. I got it wrong. The potential's the potential. Kobbie Mainoo, I was right about Kobbie Mainoo from earlier. Saeed will back that. Do you know what I mean? However, whether we're right or wrong is not what we know. The point I'm making is we just don't know Nedu. So we go off the potential. We go off, okay, what are the risks if it doesn't work out? And spending 40 million on a player with that level of potential, who Madrid are looking at, deserves a level of respect. And then we don't have to put him on stupid wages because he has potential. So if we bought a big name, then it's a problem. Right now, I don't see nothing wrong with any of these signings.
Can I just say something as well? Can I say that if it doesn't work out, how old's Lenny Euro?
He's 18, bro.
He's 18 years. If it doesn't work out in the first year, so let's just say, like, I think what Rance is saying, smart, put him as a third choice.
Yeah.
He has the chance to watch him. There's no point throwing him straight in there. If it doesn't work out, you can loan them for a year or two and try it out. Like, we never do
but
that.
with someone like Euro, you don't even need to loan him, but he needs to be what Kobbie Mainoo should have been for us last season, first off the bench.
Very
Do you
true.
know what I'm saying?
Very true.
That's what he needs to be, first off the bench. Cool, what, there's an injury? All right, come in and play. But he shouldn't be relying on this guy week in, week out. Unfortunately, with Kobbie now, because of the level that we are now, Kobbie, and also because England are so shit, Kobbie now is starting for England. Now he has to start for us. Like, there's no way. There's no way of this easing Kobbie Mainoo win no more. He's kicked the door down. He's kicked the door off the hinges now. So now
Yeah.
He's a Man United starting player, bro. And I even said last season, yeah, I don't want to be relying on him because it's not fair. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not fair on him. But now
Listen, I go one further.
he's a victim of his own success now. This guy's booted the ball off the door off the hinges now for England. England relying on him right now. And now Man United he's starting every week now.
Do you guys know he actually played as a 10 in the youth?
Bro, he said he was a striker, bro. He was a striker.
So I feel like he's gonna be a long-term. He should be a long-term replacement for Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, he's a 10, right, bro. Now. He's a 10, bro. Like the way he strikes a football,
exactly,
and the way he moves, he's a 10. When you look at the goal, I think it was against Wolves that he hit on the swivel and he whipped it in. He's
That's a 10's goal all over.
Look at the position he picked against Man City on the last game.
Even the way he shoots, like I feel like you can see that it's going to be on target. You can just tell his execution is very good. Like wherever he shoots from, I have comfortability that it's going to be a decent shot. Yeah, his technique and everything. Still,
and I do agree with this comment as well.
Are we all ready for the burnout? Playing him.
Yeah, that's the only.
No, that's what burnout. We did say this. I think everyone said this. To be fair, like I've always maintained this. Like as much as I rate Kobbie and I think he's a starter for United, like I don't want him to be like the all MB. Like he's got to be rotated as well. You know what I mean? United have got to be able to make sure he doesn't burn out. You know what I mean? Also keeps it grounded as well.
He gets the month off now, Saeed. He's in the final. Make sure he gets at least 3 weeks off.
Yeah, 100%.
Remember, he came back into the team. He got injured pre-season. Came back in the end of November, and hasn't played every game.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, look what happened to the guys at Barcelona. The young player,
Pedri and Gavi. Yeah.
What did they do?
Shit anyway.
Play him to death. How's the burnout gonna come? So at the end of the day, Manchester United still for me, as you know me, I'm on Giddy watch. I have to find midfield players and I have to fucking.
How many midfielders do you want, Nuruddin, by the way?
Two
How many
fucking midfielders. If Ericsson fucks off, two midfielders.
We need two.
Two. We need two. Well, three. Listen, 3 would be amazing.
3 would be absolutely amazing.
We need 2. We need 2.
Nuruddin, who's the profile? Nuruddin, who's the profile you go for? Is it another 8?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I want a ball playing deep playmaker. That's what I would like in this team. I want somebody who can get on the ball so we can free up Kobbie, and I want somebody to play next to Kobbie because
they're kind of dying out in the game though. There's not many deep lying playmakers in the game.
Now listen, there are some who can play the ball. Listen. To me, I expect. So I'm expecting 2 midfielders. Collier is a guy who's 20 years old now, and he's been rated at Manchester United for quite.
He's just signed a new deal, by the way, right now.
Yeah. The past couple of years, the past couple of years, people have been telling me he's our defensive midfield player. He is the guy. He's the guy. We don't need to go and get. These are people who coach and that, who've seen him, right? So the point is, Manchester United for me, I look at somebody, I think, who's going to take the ball because that's what we struggled. Unless you get 2 ball-playing centre-backs who are going to stay fit majority of the season, then we don't need a deep-lying playmaker. We can play 4-3-3, no problem. But I don't see injuries getting away. I don't see Erik ten Hag changing 360. So it's an insurance for me. I'm like, find somebody. You don't have to be amazing. They don't have to. For me, Fantini is one of my favorite players in it to watch. You know,
he's
I love watching that kid.
That would be the.
I will love watching that kid. How he makes it hard. You know what?
Signing.
Something that is so like it makes football so big. Listen, a football at its best, it is basic, but basic. That's art, right?
Yeah.
And he paints a picture because he picks it up, can take it on the front foot, back foot, left foot. To me, the biggest things that I don't want Kobbie being trained into become a D because that's not easy. Kobbie, in my midfield, Bruno's not in there. You know what I mean? It's simple. I know you can say whatever you want, guys. To me, I want Kobbie to be the 8-10 guy, but I want somebody else to hunt the ball down, and I want somebody who's positional discipline, and more importantly, somebody who is really, really good at getting that ball out first time, not losing it, receiving it. So it don't have to be to the Vitinha level. I just need somebody who's very competent.
I
need a very competent midfield player. But 100%, guys, Manchester United need a fucking left back. Manchester United need
definitely.
a left back. 100%. I'm not down with this Luke Shaw kind of. He's 100%. Done, man. He's done out here. And I've been saying for years he's done out here. And I don't know if Malacia I don't know how much he's,
Yeah,
last time I read, last year it was a touch and go. It was his football career. Forget about playing for United. His football career. And when people start talking about your football career, they're talking about, can you play at even at, League 1, League 2 level? You know what I mean? Can you save your football career, have a career in the game? So I'm not buying into this. And I think throwing in Amos, he's too young, he's quality, but I need somebody he can learn from that's persistent so that we can pick and choose certain games for him to develop. But I'm not about throwing them in the deep end. So for me, as well as Euro, I believe Real Madrid are going to pay some money now. He's happy to pay. And if he wanted to come to United, we wouldn't be waiting. We agreed the fee, he'll already be here, this kid. The kid is still waiting for Real Madrid to give that club some money so then he can go to Real Madrid.
Yeah,
so for me, I just know that.
Can I just
can I ask you something on the midfield just before Nedu comes in? So obviously you say like Kobbie's there and that, yeah. Ugarte is a bit of a destroyer, if I've got that right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he like at picking the ball up from the? Is he not that good at all?
Nah, he's not first fit.
He's not good on the ball.
So even if we get a goal,
it's overstated though. He's competent enough, man. Like
he's
right.
Now, Collier, I'm expecting. I'm not gonna lie to you, Collier. I'm expecting Collier to be the guy
to come through. I'm
expecting Collier to be the guy who picks up.
There's a lot of pressure in it to put him in straight.
From what I've seen last pre-season of him, that one match that the youths played, he's actually very confident on the ball, but the overconfidence made him give away the ball at a very dangerous position twice. I think we lost against Wrexham, and he gave away the ball. But I don't think that was his problem. It was the way he was so much ahead of the players he played with.
Yeah.
So like he would give a pass that the others didn't read. So I feel maybe he's gonna do better in the first team. But I say don't put that amount of pressure.
He's the next guy.
Don't put that amount of
everybody.
Pressure. Kobbie's a black
we
man.
know the coach. He's 20 years old. He's not an 18 or 19.
But you mean like bedding him slowly?
He's 20
but this is why Europa League, Mandem. We got Europa League, man.
We got a lot of
Listen, Collier is ready. Collier is ready. He's ready.
He can play Europa League,
and I'm expecting Dango to come back. And Dango's ready.
Yeah, what happened to Dango?
You get the system right.
He got injured. Yeah, on loan. He got injured on loan. You know what I mean?
So really and truly, we need someone who can carry the ball as well as Kobbie. Really, that's what it sounds like.
Nah, but not really though, bro. Like what people are not getting about football, bro, is like now there's not many of these sixes in the molds of the Tony Cruz and the Pirlos and that. Like the game's evolving from that. Now everyone's runners, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Everyone's runners, and then you've got certain men that are better on the ball. And certain men that are more destroyers, bro. Like even when you look at the Dutch team yesterday, they had Schouten and Reinders, both of them.
Oh, I love Reinders.
Yeah, and both of them are very comfortable receiving the ball in the first phase. Both of them can pass in between the lines. Both of them, like none of them are looked at as that's the 6 and that's the 8. They were interchanging and going and getting the ball, bro. And this is why when people are saying, "Oh yeah, but Kobbie's definitely an 8 and all these other things." Kobbie Mainoo's strengths are not picking up the ball in the first phase and breaking the lines with a pass. That's not his strengths. That's what I'm saying. If you got someone like Kobbie Mainoo, and he's got 2 good midfielders behind him, I'm very comfortable with him being the furthest forward out of the 3. Very comfortable because he's got enough. He uses his skill very well.
He does,
to create half a yard, to play the final pass. The pass he played into Foden. For the goal line, for the goal line.
Imagine Ugarte and Casemiro behind Kobbie.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
like,
why is it
that's what I'm trying to say. Like Kobbie Mainoo, you play him has a very advanced 8, or a 10, bro, with players behind him. The guy played striker his whole life. When people are like, "Oh yeah, but Kobbie's an 8," he doesn't have the passing range. He doesn't have the passing range of a Paul Pogba.
Yeah,
like people were saying Pogba was an 8, but Pogba can pick up the ball in the first phase and ping a 30-yard ball. That's not Kobbie's game. Kobbie plays in between the lines, bro. So Kobbie can play further forward, and he can shoot, bro. So to get the best out of Kobbie Mainoo, you need to play him closer to their goal than our goal. That's how you get the best out of him. Do you know what I'm saying? He's so good in.
The thing about it is that, listen, in the youth team, he played as a wing. Sometimes he played on the left or on the right. Right, he played in the middle as well. As a number 10 as well. In the youth
I would look
team,
to him in the 10 role, man. I can't.
Yeah, in the youth team, in the youth team, they would sometimes, depending what's going on in the game, because he's so comfortable on the ball anywhere on the pitch, that sometimes when they were struggling, they'll play him to number 6. So you had the physicality because
Yeah.
it's the same age level. He's not filled out yet, by the way. He's not.
Yeah,
He's not had the time to develop. He's still got to fill out.
Yeah, but he knows how to shield the ball, doesn't he?
Yeah.
After the ball.
But when their game was going out, you play number 8, and then if they needed a goal, you play number 10. He's that type of kind of guy.
Yeah, they actually brought Garnacho as a number 10, but he was so shit. They moved Kobbie.
No, he was always a white guy, man. Stop that.
They moved that road runner to the left,
Madrid,
and they're
man.
like, "Yeah, Kobbie, you play there." But they brought him as a number 10.
That's a lie, man. Listen.
They
Garnacho
brought
was a kind of
Garnacho in
striker,
at number 10.
but he was more of a white guy. Stop lying to the people.
No, I promise you, Garnacho was playing number 10.
I'm here for that propaganda.
Garnacho was playing number 10
man.
when we brought him in.
I watched him. I watched him at Atletico
go
Madrid.
check. I know you watch the youth team more than me, but check. Garnacho was brought in the team as a number 10.
Saeed, you got to confirm this, man. You got to confirm this, Saeed, man.
Shit.
But I believe him as well, blood. I swear.
He wasn't coming in himself. He was always a quick guy. He was always the quick guy out wide, man. I'll say this.
Atletico Madrid, he was a winger. So
yeah, he was. He was a winger, bro. He was a winger. Listen, they dudes with his agendas, man. Honestly,
I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it, bro.
Listen, 2 rants, man. They just
Garnacho was played as a number 10 for several games.
They do agenda.
Absolutely rubbish. And then they're like, "Yeah, this number 10 is not for you, mate."
Listen,
sorry, Mandem, quickly. Structure and Leon.
You're gonna pops, man.
Oh, big up, man. Big pop
Love. Big pops, man.
Big up, man.
Hi, guys. Man, you're looking good, man. It's good as my son.
Saeed, Rhino, Rants, Nadu.
Rhino, what kind of name that? Rhino?
Come on, nah, love.
Yo, big up, man. He remembers me, man. I remember when I met him outside OT, man. I remember meeting his pops outside OT.
Yeah, man. Nah, big
up. But
big up his pops.
When you finish, Nuruddin, I want to say something about the midfield.
Yeah. So the point I wanted to make is that, listen, for me, I think a left back is needed for Manchester United. I think 2 midfielders are needed. If INEOS had anything about them, Eriksen will be heading out. Other than Eriksen would be the kind of guy you bring on to keep the ball. If we're gonna go, if the game model now for this new season is game model 1, it was the first season of Erik ten Hag. If that's what we're going with, then yeah, Eriksen can stay because certain games he could come on and relieve the bit of tension because he's a clever, player. Can just keep the ball ticking. But I would get rid of him, me personally. Casemiro, we're still waiting. He's training with Manchester United right now. And we're still waiting on this Saudi business. But left back is needed at Manchester United. Yeah. Let's not get it away. Yeah. A balance on that side in modern football, you need it. So I'm wait and see FC.
Yeah.
You know what? With the midfield thing as well. Sorry, Ned. The midfield thing, yeah. It's interesting because I personally don't see an issue with letting Eriksen's thing run down. I've not got an issue with it because I don't think he's a detriment to the team. And I feel
Europa League, man.
Yeah, I feel like with the Europa League, we've seen how many games, like it's crazy. Like it's literally, what do they call it? Like the 11-month competition. It's on from all the way around, isn't it? So
wait, it's on for 11 months.
It's on for ages. From like not that we're in it, but from the early qualifiers when you get into when it finishes, it's nearly like a whole calendar year. It's crazy. But with the midfield, it looks like we've got a lot of different profiles. So that's why I'm questioning you lot as well. I'd be interested to hear what Rance thinks about what the next one to bring in, if we get Ugarte, if we've got Eriksen, Mainoo, if we've got Cass, is it somebody that can carry the ball up the middle? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because we've got loads of different profiles, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I want to
know. The ball carrying is overrated in football, bro. Everyone's talking about ball carrying, bro. Just pass it, like.
Well, that's true, but that's what I wanted to mention. I actually
hear that because you've got other people playing the ball, innit?
I like ball carriers.
No. Sometimes you do. Now you need somebody to drive with the ball.
Yeah, but Kobbie can do that. Why do we need another player that can do what Kobbie does?
I just don't want to put all the games on him.
No, but we're talking if we play him as a number 10, though. I don't know if that's what you meant.
Yeah, but even if we play in 2 advanced 8s and a 6, bro, or if we play a double pivot, it doesn't matter. We don't need multiple players that can carry the ball in midfield.
If you play a double pivot, you need one of them.
Actually, you know what? One player. Listen, one player. I just want to shout out Darren Fletcher's son. He's Tekers. He's another guy who can pass the ball. He's another guy who's really technically sound.
Yeah. Wanted to just say something
Jack.
about the squad.
Jack Fletcher.
He's a baller. Yeah, he's a baller.
We do need a left back. A lot of people are saying Kadiogo. That guy's a right back, man. He wasn't He wasn't good enough as a right
But he
back.
can
And
play on the
then
left,
switched him
man,
to the left.
nicely, comfortably.
If they actually watch football, that's what I'm saying. You guys just see him at the Euros and you say, "Oh, how many of you watched him play in Fenerbahce?" It's actually a Nigerian right back that benched him at Fenerbahce. Their left back got injured, and then they're like, "All right, go over to the left." And yeah, he's doing pretty good. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We do need a left back. I would say
who would you go for if you had a choice? Who would you go for?
For left back, Mendes from PSG.
He's quality. He's quality.
I feel like we're going to PSG and Ugarte is good, but we're going to PSG and we're picking up the wrong players. Like, if I go to PSG, I'll ask them for their left back and then I'll ask them for either Vitinha or Fabian Ruiz. I remember a couple weeks ago, I mentioned Fabian Ruiz and Merino on Saeed's channel, and the chat wanted to kill me. Look what they're doing now for Spain.
No, he's a baller.
He's a baller.
Look, Fabian Ruiz has always been since Napoli
I've always
days.
Fabian Ruiz.
I've been on this guy since Napoli days. I'm like, oh, I would love this guy at United. But anyway, if we go, like, I would love Nuno Mendes. He's very good. He can play. If Ten Hag decides to do the whole inverted right back thing where Dalot can play in the middle, Nuno Mendes can play as the third centre back, just to rotate it, and he can also go forward. I love him as a left back. I also like Nuri, but if we get Nuri, Nuri has to be the one who is inverted or pushes upward. But those are my top two for now. In the midfield, I don't know. People got at me for saying this, but I feel like we should have. Eriksen is better in a 10 for me, but he's too old. His legs are gone.
Actually.
So I'm like, we should have let Eriksen go, and we should have brought Barkley as
I said that.
signing.
No, nobody had to go. I said it.
Barkley, like, why?
I said it last season.
I'm like,
he's gone to Villa. He's gone to Villa.
Yeah, free transfer, Noriden. Free transfer.
For 6 million, Barkley.
Was it 6 million?
Oh man, Barkley would have added something different in our. Like, I don't know why we didn't go for that, but anyway,
Barkley was amazing.
You know, shot circle.
Sorry?
Pops.
Shot circle. Mute this guy. What's this guy? Drills and that.
I also like this guy in Real Sociedad, Bresh Mendes. He's a cold player. I don't like. He's very good from what I've seen. Anyway, I also like Merino. Yeah, those are the players.
Listen, the guy that I like in midfield, isn't it? Like, it's the kid that played for Atlanta, the Brazilian kid.
He's a baller. He's a Fred Region. The Fred Region, man.
He's a road runner.
I like that profile, though.
He's a road runner.
Yeah. By the way,
he's good on the ball. That. We don't need that.
This João Gomez better on the ball than Agate.
João Gomez and Bruno Guimaraes are they're MMA
I don't want them. I don't want them.
Those players are MMA fighters. They're not
MMA fighters. For real, man. João Gomez pissed me off, mate. I'm not really feeling him anymore, man.
And this Copa America, they're gassing up this Colombia's number 6. Like,
Rios, is it Rios?
But Saeed, come on, he's not that good, man.
He's a baller, man. I like him, man.
He's the Bruno Fernandes, man.
Let me.
He spends more time on the ground rolling around than playing football.
Listen, I'm Team Colombia anyway. Come Sunday night. Is it Sunday night, the final?
Sunday night, yeah.
Uruguay to win, but
what time? 10 o'clock? Is it 10 o'clock?
Nah, it's 1 a.m. 1 a.m.
Yeah. I would love nothing more but to watch Di Maria.
Let me get these super chats in. Let me get these super chats in. Big up to Marlon. Someone in the chat, please check on Matisse. Are Chelsea playing? It's a Conference League first qualifying legs tonight. Yo, bro, I'm glad we're
disgusting, man.
You know what I mean?
In July.
Big up Killer says Rate Donny gone to Girona. Best of luck. Zirkzee, here we go. United announced Brood and Rennie as coaches. Big up to you, bro. I see you doing Chelsea here, paying above the release clause for amortization. I'm flattered. Also, what's the difference between Zirkzee and Jesus?
Much different.
Yeah. Much difference, bro. Trust me, you'll see it, man. I mean, I would donate to charity if Garnacho scored more goals than Grealish next season. Do you want to take that bet, Leon? I want to challenge you, broski.
Right. He will score more than Grealish.
On it. He probably will.
Yeah.
Grealish needs to get out of Man City, man.
Yeah, he needs to go back to Villa or something, man, and just free himself, man. And never see the club hype culture appointments this much. If a manager needs this much support and change, maybe they're just.
I know, right?
Talk to me, Steve.
The amount of money they used to get them in, they should have just paid it. Just got into an.
Bro, I know, man.
No, but you know with these kind of. No, but you know what it is, guys.
Go
though.
ahead, Eagles guy. Like
with these kind of
Is what it is.
No, but man, them this club needs an overhaul though, so it is important. But we haven't. How many years hasn't this club had any sort of structure?
So,
You know what I mean?
so we still got
two new physios as well, already. The physios have gone, so the guys that you've been
you're giving him PTSD now.
Already.
Don't like to talk
give
about
them
it.
credit though, because now they've sacked the
Who's
physio.
hired them now? Who's hired them? Dr. Death, mate. We got Dr. Death at this football club.
No, but the guys, you kept saying,
no,
you kept saying the guys from Mourinho still here. That physio was from Mourinho's days, you know.
Yeah,
so he's leaving, so that's good news. You know what I mean? So I feel like something is positive in that aspect. Big up Seek says, Neji, I work in corporate governance. Shared responsibility is fine. Shared accountability isn't. If it isn't going wrong, it's still solely on Ten Hag's head, says Seek. 2 midfielders and Kobbie will be promoted. Subimendi and Ugarte will be great. And big up Josh Waring. He says, big up, man. Big up to Josh. Says, big up the panel. Question for you all. What style of play will Wilcox and INEOS demand Eric Ten Hag to play? Tactics versus top six and versus the rest. You know what? They've got to merge together, man. I want to see the same. Okay, you can do the one-off game where against Man City you might have a little counter-attacking team. But, bro, for me, they've got to be together, man. Every single game. We're playing the same way.
I don't know if you've watched a lot of Rude, but I feel like he's going to clash with Ten Hag. Because if you go watch his interview on the coach's voice, different to what Ten Hag wants to play. I don't know, maybe they'll mesh well, but I feel like they're going to clash. I like the Rude appointment. This go ahead, that guy, the players are going to fall out with him and Ten Hag all season. Just watch.
I don't know, because as a professional, you can still have your influence on a team without clashing with a manager. Because you can, like, for example, he might stay behind in coaching and actually chat to these men on a level or spend time. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be fully like Ten Hag's not going to be around him every single second. And also,
he's not going to be like that the way he was with those players. Who are those players, bro?
He better not.
Come on, like this Eagle business, whatever they're called.
Yeah,
they're not Manchester United players. They're not the caliber of Manchester United players. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see. So I don't expect, and plus both of them are number twos, bro. They're not coming in as like they're working to a plan. So that's the most interesting thing I'm looking forward to. I believe from the signings that we're making, it's game plan 1. So it's not, to me, the idea of me, Eric Ten Hag, playing good football and that, the football that I want to see at Manchester United are long gone. I just don't want open spaces, bro. At the moment, I'm just asking for the minimum. Just be compact. Be compact, be hard to beat. That's the most important thing for me. Like, because open wide spaces, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that because that's pathetic and that's disgrace and it is
bad, isn't it? That lone six and all that space was horrible.
All of that is disturbing for me. So in terms of what am I expecting? I'm expecting Manchester United to be more compact. I'm expecting in football, the killer is space. We all know that the killer is space. Yeah. Football is a game of space. You try to create more space on the football pitch in the way you rotate your players, and the oppositions try to construct that space is to make that space tighter. That's what football is. That's what football is. So for me, I'm expecting similar to what we played, and that's why I said from the signings that we're potentially signing, we're going to season 1 of Eric Ten Hag, where it was compact, we were difficult to beat. But for me, it's about getting the balance because we cannot be another minus fucking goal difference. So we're gonna have to score more than we conceded.
Yep.
I feel like with Ten Hag, we're too far gone that there's more chances of Saeed playing GTA well than we being compact next season.
Hey, listen, man, don't watch, man.
Saeed, you've been playing for a minute, man. You must be all right now, Saeed. You've been playing for a minute.
I'm decent, man. I'm gonna be starting Elder Ring soon, man. So
from time I saw Saeed get told to press triangle when he was in the car, bro, driving, and he pressed it, bro. I knew GTA wasn't for you, bro. Everyone knows
I'm not a gamer, man.
Fam. When it used to be bird's eye view, Saeed, triangle is the button that gets in and out of cars, bro. That's
and that's it.
I'm
not really been a gamer like that. So
into a hole, and he dropped it in front of me.
It's mad. But listen, people, we're gonna wrap things up here, man. It's been a lit show. I'm just gonna check how many likes we're currently on right now. We're on 1K. Like, we should be on 1.5, man. We got 1.8K still in here, man. What's going on, people? Get out to 1.
Get the likes up, man.
yeah, man, get the likes up, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Make sure you like the video. Trying to get to that 100K. You know what I'm saying? Follow up all the Mandem. Leon, what you got coming up, man? Shout out your ting, broski.
Got a boxing show 27th of July in London. We've got Tony Yoko's jumped on it, the heavyweight. I don't know if you know. If you know, you know, and he's like quite a big heavyweight in the world and that Olympic gold medalist. So it's a good look for us. And my running club's from strength to strength, man. We've got about 190 people in the run club now. So it's all right, man. If you're in and around Milton Keynes, Northampton, Luton, Bedford, anywhere, come and join us every Saturday 9:30. NLB Run Club. And yeah, man, you can run for free vibes. We've got discounts off local businesses. So we're building something for the community. It's good, man. But more importantly, like I always say, yeah, big up Saeed and Rants, only a few thousand subscribers away from that 100K.
Appreciate
and it is very inspirational because I've seen you, man, do it from scratch. So
yeah,
big up everyone inside, innit?
Yeah, defo, man, defo. Rants, man, let them know you got coming up, man. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, Rants reacts at 9 o'clock. And yeah, I'm just chilling now.
Yeah, I need to watch that tonight. It's gonna be a good one.
Who's on it? Who's on it this time?
Well, we'll see. We don't want to spoil it. We don't want to spoil it. So,
yo, I tell you what, the PK Humble one. Oh my days!
He's a funny brother, man. He's hilarious.
These Congolese man, them are funny.
PK Humble. Rant made me follow him on IG. That brother is hilarious.
PK is amazing, brother. He's so
funny, man. He's just no filter, man. That guy there is crazy. But yeah, man, make sure you follow up Rant in the building. Big up Nordin always, man. You get me? Road to 20K now for you, bro. Love, man.
Yeah, big up, man. Yeah, I was going to do a show, but you know what? Man United signed one player and me, I ain't getting gassed about anything. So, so I'm going to chill. I'm going to chill. Hopefully come back. Definitely. I might actually, Sunday night, I might come and do a watch along with you for the Copa America final. Copa America.
Come on.
So he's getting Al Medina in. We're watching two finals.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll spoop on that, man.
I want to see both of you, man, on Wilmslow Road running down, going mad when it comes home, innit?
Bro, it's going to be a mad thing, bro.
Listen, I don't know about it. Listen, they might be coming home. They're definitely coming home regardless what happens, bro. But
yeah, for real.
I mean, for real. They're going to have to earn it. They're going to have to earn it, man. They're going to have to earn it because, England have to. To me, Spain are there for the taking. But England, if they want that trophy, they have to go and get it, man. But if you get the lineup right, I think they can. I think England have got players that can. But with Bellingham and with Bellingham and Kane.
Yeah. Big up Nordin, man. Nedu, big up, man. Your channel's called Nedu Agenda. That's your channel. Nedu Agenda.
I'm going to start with this new season. I was supposed to start the channel with the Copa America and Euros watch along, but one of the managers from my restaurant quit, so I had to step in for a bit.
Man.
But I hired a new one now.
So saying, man, I don't know. You put pressure on him, man. You know, man.
No. He quit because he was.
Moving like glazers, man. No one's
bro. He quit because his mom passed away to cancer.
Sorry.
So I'm still paying him. He's a good guy. Anyway.
Yeah, man. Big up to you, brother.
I hired someone new, so I'm going to have a lot of time. Big up to Rand, Saeed, Nuruddin. You guys were the one who motivated me to start it. So it took a while because I was trying to build the whole thing. I'm not a techie guy, so I had to pay a lot of money. But I'm going to start with next season. And Ten Hag out. Go ahead, Eagles out. Bellingham is shit. Garnacho out.
All right, get out of here now, man. You out. Get out, man. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm only joking. Big up that dude. Always love. Right,
honestly, you know what? I need to come on that the debates for the Nedu. You have to give me a shout, Nedu agenda, man. That is definitely agenda MC.
Yeah, man. Defo. Ryan, what you got coming up, man?
I need to get back on the YouTube train, man, but just been busy with the music stuff. But yeah, no, big up the man. It's always good to have a chat. You know, trying to get back into the football talks and that. You know, like I haven't really been looking at the Twitters and all of that. But yeah, man. Other than that, just stay posted with the music coming up from my artists and stuff. And should be getting back on YouTube. We'll see. But yeah, man, that's about it. Still,
big up.
Smash the likes, though. Smash the likes, man.
Yeah, man.
Big up Nadu as well. Big up, man.
Big up, Brandon.
Nag as well. Big up, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Big up. Same old, man. You already know, man. Sunshine47's where at Instagram. Go pre that, man. You'll see a dirty bumblehole fluffy cat. from time to time. You see me modeling, doing a thing. Like, do you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. I'm about, man. But I think I'm in Norway. Norway's been confirmed, so I'm gassed. The beginning in August. Got another couple of things working behind the scenes at the moment. Just had a casting video yesterday, and another one 2 days ago. So I'm waiting for feedback on that. So maybe in London town sometime. Food's going well with Pops. Do you know what I mean? Shout out Big Papa Fox and that 61-year-old doing a thing. Rhino, he sends his love, man. He wasn't
Major, are you in the food? Are you in the food business?
Say again, bro.
Are you in the food business?
Yes, sir.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Maybe if I come to the UK, we could link up or something.
100%, man. 100%, man.
For sure.
Yeah, we'll cook a dish each, man. We'll cook a dish
for
each.
sure. Do you eat Nigerian food?
Oh, this guy, bro. Yo, listen.
I like my oxtail.
Because if you try to serve man cow tongue, bro, get to know you're getting cow foot, bro. You're getting cow foot, bro. I promise you.
I like my oxtail. I like my ackee and saltfish. You know.
Come on.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I was in Jamaica this April.
Yo, Jamaican food, man. Can't mess with
Come on.
But yeah, man, everything's good, man. And obviously, people in the comments that who's been here from the longest, man, the loyal ones. Make sure you guys subscribe and do all the good stuff, man. Do you know what I mean? Some people forget, we get it. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Support Saeed, especially Rants as well. 100k looming. Do you know what I mean? So
100k people.
Do you know what I mean?
Let's
Let's go
man.
subscribe, man. Tell a friend. Mandem talks here, man. Do you know what I mean? Original
Mandem
live.
here, man.
We're here, man. So yeah, big up people, man.
Defo. We'll be back next week, next Wednesday for Mandem Talk. I'm gonna raid there. Minna's live, so go check her channel out. Man. Doing big things. So big up Minna. And yeah, man, we'll see you lot soon, man. We're out. Peace.